Hey, good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Hey, this is Gregory Wiles coming live to you from Houston, Texas with this inspirational morning talk. Hey, for first-time listeners, I'm on at 8:45 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8:45 the Central Time. I'll just give you something a little inspirational to start out the day. All right, hey, but it's great weather here now in Houston, man. We down in the 60s here. We down in the 60s, nice and cool. This partly as a result of that storm and hurricane that's hitting Florida, and then we gonna warm up back a little bit. But yeah, this weather is nice weather now coming into the whole fall season. Good morning, Jillian. Good morning. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Hey, but today, what I want to send you into the weekend with is just a reminder that God will remember his people in time of trouble. God will remember his people in time of trouble, right? And what we're saying here is that you might be in an environment where doing the wrong thing is the art of the day. You might be the ugly duckling because you're trying to do the right thing and people making fun of you. Doing the wrong thing is just the art of. But I encourage you to continue to do it. Continue to do it. They got a time when doing the right thing is going to pay off, and it's going to be the popular thing, right? So that's why I want to encourage you. So we can go through this story with this prophet Nahum, and he get this message concerning Nineveh. The scripture I want to focus on is Nahum 1:7. It said, "The Lord is good, a strong refuge when trouble comes. He is close to those who trust in him." The Lord is good, a strong refuge. When trouble comes, he is close to those who trust in him, right? But instead of me just taking that out and talking on it, I want to give you where that comes from. Let's understand, because sometimes when we pull these scripture out, we don't really get exactly what context is being used or said, and we don't really get the full meaning of it. So we can go through and see where this come from, why this was said, so we can get a little full meaning of how it's being used here, right? We could take it and use it generally, but I wanted to get it how it's used in this context here, and then it can bring out what I am trying to bring out today. So Nahum, he get this, God was upset with Nineveh. God was very upset with Nineveh. But you remember, like 2 days ago, we did about Jonah, right? When God gave Jonah, the same city Nineveh, where God gave Jonah and tell him to go and give them the warning, right? And Jonah tried to go in the opposite direction, and Jonah was upset because he's saying, God, Pamela Fontanelli, good morning, good morning. Jonah was upset because he said, God, let me read it here again quickly for you. What Jonah, the change of plans when after Jonah gave Nineveh the warning from God, they all call a fast. And God said, okay, since y'all humble y'all self, I'm going to save y'all. Remember, Jonah got upset. So this change of plans, the change of plans that when God decided to save Nineveh, the change of plans upset Jonah and became very angry. So he complained to the Lord. He complained to the Lord about it. Didn't I say before I left that you would do this, Lord? He's saying, that's why I didn't want to go. That's why I tried to run, God, because I know you are compassionate, God. This is why I run away to Tarshish. I know that you are merciful and compassionate, God, slow to get angry and filled with unfailing love. You are eager to turn back from destroying people. Just kill me now, Lord. I'd rather be dead than alive if what I predicted didn't happen. So Jonah was upset and saying, God, man, these people are wicked. They deserve this. And that's why I didn't want to bring you a message, because I know you're a merciful God and you're going to save them, and they don't deserve saving. Anyhow, they got saved that time. Fast forward, but between 100 and 150 years, depends on the research, when I try to research it. So he saved them there. They didn't get destroyed by all the wickedness because they all turned from the wicked ways. But now generations gone and generations gone, they forget everything about Jonah and they go right back to the wickedness. So he sent prophet Nahum now with a witness, not a warning. No, he gave them the chance before. Now he is mad. He said, I'm going to destroy you guys now. This is no more warning. This is what I'm going to do to you, right? So that's how Prophet Nahum and Jonah is connected. If you're wondering, one time he heard about Nineveh with Jonah and he saved them, and now he's saying he can destroy them. But it's a long time after, anyway, between 100 and 150 years. So he upset with them because he give them a chance and to turn back to the wickedness, guys. So we got to take this to look like when he give us and keep giving us chance and keep giving us chance and we keep messing up. It's come a point in time and he said, okay, you know what? I got to do what I got to do now. I give you some chances. So now we give them the chance. So let's go on and see what he tell Nahum, to the message he give Nahum to give to them now. So this is Nahum 1. I can read it from 1 through 8. Remember, we're really trying to see how 7 was being used when he said, the Lord is good, a strong refuge. When trouble comes, he is close to those who trust in him. We want to see how, in what context that scripture, that's what I want to focus on today. So let's go through and see how that was used. So he upset with Nineveh. So this is the message he said Nahum to give to them. So the Lord is a jealous God filled with revenge and rage. He takes revenge on all who oppose him. He takes revenge on all who oppose him. He continues to rage against his enemies. The Lord is slow to get angry, but his power is great, and he never lets the guilty go unpunished. He's slow to get angry, remember? Same thing with them. He was very patient with them, and he gave them a chance way back when. Right? But the Lord is slow to get angry, but his power is great, and he never lets the guilty go unpunished. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes you're in an environment where doing wrong is the order of the day, and you're like, man, it's better I do this wrong too because I'm trying to do the right thing. I get in trouble. I'm the ugly duckling. But he never lets the guilty go unpunished. He displays his power. He displays his power in the whirlwind and the storms, right? You see, we get in hurricane and all kind of storms. He displays power in the whirlwind and the storms, right? We get hurricanes, we get all these storms. He displaying his power in the whirlwind and the storms. The bellowing clouds are the dust beneath his feet, right? At his command, the oceans dry up and the rivers disappear when we get in all these droughts and all of that. That's his command. He could command that to happen anytime. Lots of time in the Bible, he tell him he can command drought and he can bring drought in the city, and all he got to do is tell the rain and all to stop. Stop. He got the power to do that, right? The lush pastures of Bashan and Carmel faded, and the green forests of Lebanon wither. He could stop all the cause drought and dry up everything, right? In his presence, the mountains quake, and the hills melt away. The earth trembles, and its people are destroyed. So he's telling them, bro, I got the power to do all this. And if you go on, it's just 3 chapters in Nahum. He tell them all we can do to them, but he telling them, what's my power? How, I am the powerful one. Y'all worshiping all these other gods. None of them got the power to do the things that I can do. I can do all these things here, right? So he said, let me go back to 5. In his presence, the mountains quake and the hills melt away. The earth trembles, right? The earth trembles. We don't get earthquakes and all the kind of stuff, right? So he's saying, it's just me. I could display my power through all of this stuff, right? And its people are destroyed. How much people don't get destroyed when they got these massive earthquakes, right? Who can stand before his fierce anger? Who can stand before his fierce anger? Who can survive his burning fury? His rage blazes forth like fire, and the mountains crumbles to dust in his presence, right? So Nahum saying, God saying, I got the power to do all these things, right? That's 6. So now this is how 7, the one I want to focus on today, come into play. This is how he's being used, right? Here is being used. Hey, okay. Thank you for listening at work. Thank you for listening at work, Pamela. So here how 7 come in here now. But he's saying, I can do all of these things and I'm going to destroy y'all. But he's giving a message to the people who are doing good. He said, I still know, though most people doing the wickedness, there's still got a few people in there that is doing good. So there's how the scripture I want to focus on come into play. So he said, the Lord is good, a strong refuge when trouble comes. He is close to those who trust in him. So he giving them people a message. I know there's still a few of y'all there that are doing good. So I want to reassure y'all, even though I'm going to destroy this wicked city, I know the people who are doing good, and I'm going to be close to them when this trouble comes. And I'm going to protect them. I'm going to save y'all, right? I know y'all still doing good. I know majority of the people are still doing evil, but there's still got a few remnants out there that's holding on and following my word and following me. I'm going to save y'all, even though I'm going to destroy this whole nation, right? So let me read 7 again. So the Lord is good, a strong refuge when trouble comes. He's close to those who trust in him. And then 8, this is what he said, but he will sweep away his enemies. So he's saying, y'all who doing good, the few, I can take care of y'all. I'm going to protect y'all through all this destruction, but I will sweep away all my enemies in an overwhelming flood. He will pursue his foes into the darkness of the night. So he's saying, everybody who's doing evil, I'm going to pursue you into the darkness of the night. You're worshiping these other gods. You're going against me. You're not doing what I'm saying. I'll do way back. I give your ancestors a chance, and y'all still screw it up back now. So I'm giving them a warning now. This is destruction times. Remember they said the warning come before destruction. That's the saying we said. So they had the warning. They get saved, so now it's destruction. But he still sent a message to the few people among them that is still doing good. I'm going to protect you guys in the time of trouble when I bring all this destruction. So lots of times, sometimes we see some stuff happening. We want to know how some people survive. How this? That got to be a miracle. Some accident or some stuff, and some people come out without any scratch or anything. That got to be a miracle, right? You could give us a little insight into what he's talking about here, right? I don't know for sure why, but I just looking at his word, examining his word, and some stuff he's saying, some stuff starting to make sense, guys. And even on the job, you see this happen on the job a lot of time, right? This same thing play out. You might have a slack boss at one time, and everybody doing around, coming in late, in doing the work, and breaking all the rules in the handbook. But because that particular boss is slack, allowing people to get away with it, and you might tell yourself, you know what, I ain't got no time. All these people coming late, they ain't getting punished. I'm going to start to come in late. I'm going to start to do some of the things that they're doing. But guess what happened? His own slackness or her own slackness get her fired, and a new boss come now, and now the judging on all the things that you guys do. Or they want to start firing people because they got to downsize, and they're choosing all the people who was breaking the rules, and the few who was not breaking the rules, they end up with promotions, they end up staying because a bunch of people get fired. So this principle holds true right through life. Do what you know is right, regardless of what other people are doing. Sometimes in some situations, some environments, you who doing the right thing is the minority, and you being laughed at and called a church pie, you be called soft, and you be called all of this stuff because you're trying to do the right thing, and everybody doing the wrong thing becomes the norm. But when the time of trouble comes, you who doing the right thing, that's going to be your protection. That's going to be your shield. That's going to be your shield. Sometimes it's hard, but you got to always hold on and do what you know is right, right? So that's what this stuff is talking about here. God tell all these people in Nineveh, I know y'all wicked and can destroy y'all, but he just gave the people who still following him some confidence. He said, the Lord is good, a strong refuge when trouble comes. He is close to those who trust in him. So when trouble come your way, you want him to be close to you. So the way for him to be close to you, he said, you got to trust in him. Trust in him, and he can be close to you when trouble comes, right? And it's just 2 days ago in a deal, we don't go through this life without some stuff and some trials happening to us. But when we're going through it, we want him to be close to us, all right? So I'm going to leave that there. Have a great weekend. Think about that over the weekend. Think about the environments you're in, wherever you are, and see what's going on, and make sure you're playing it by the rules. You're doing the right thing, even if that's the unpopular thing to do. That is going to be a shield in the time of trouble when it comes. All right, I'll leave that there, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll talk again on this Monday. Okay, bye.